I'm Himabindu, lecturer in English, working in Sasya Reddy College for Women. Today I'm going to deal with the fourth semester Communication and Soft Skills Paper 3, which is common for all UG programs. Unit 1 Soft Skills. The topic is Emotional Intelligence. Let us discuss the meaning of emotion. The word emotion derived from the Latin verb motora, meaning to move. Every human being gets his emotions from his autonomic nervous system. Whatever emotion comes to his mind, immediately he has to respond. Then that means he has to act in such a way, either he has to face the situation or move away from the situation. Emotions call for an action to be taken to either move away or face it and fight. Emotions automatically bring out certain physiological changes like increased heart rate, faster breathing, heightened muscular alertness, etc. All these changes give us some energy to act towards the situation. For example, while you were walking on the road, you saw a barking dog approaching towards you. How you reacted to that situation? The physical changes occurs in you, like with fear your heart rate may increase or you may take faster breathing. These changes may give you some energy to react to the situation. With that energy you may try to run away from that barking dog, or you may ready to confront it. That means every emotion which gives some kind of energy to us to react to the situation. Emotions play a very crucial role in our lives. We cannot imagine our life without emotions. When we win a game, we feel very happy. In the same way, when we fail in an interview or in an exam, we feel very sad. We love our parents, our teachers, or someone who is very dear to us. In the same way, we feel hurt when someone humiliates us or insults us, and we feel sad when we miss someone who is very dear to us. These are all general emotions every human being have in their life. But if you fail to show these emotions like joy, love, sadness, or hurt according to the context or situation, that means you are leading a life without just without any emotions, and you are just leading a life with a series of events, and you are going through a mechanical life. Emotions are reactions arising from the autonomic nervous system over which we have little control. We have already discussed that these emotions bring some physiological changes, and these changes give us energy, and the energy immediately helps us to act towards the situation. If you don't realize these powers or this kind of energy, and if you don't utilize these powers in a proper way, it can be very disastrous. So you have to channelize these powers in the right direction, which will help you to get your life, to get good results in your life. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is the capacity to use and channel emotions appropriately. It is the capacity to recognize our own feelings, manage them well, and also understand the feelings of others. Emotional intelligence is also about managing interpersonal relationships well. It is the ability to use emotional mind. In simple term, emotional intelligence means you have to identify your own feelings. You will be able to control your feelings and at the same time understand the feelings of others who are around you. By doing these things, you will be able to maintain good relationships with others. This is all called emotional intelligence. Recent research reveals that although the present generation has an IQ which has increased by almost 24 points from earlier generations, our EI means emotional intelligence has decreased significantly. This is all because the present generation is more emotionally disturbed. They feel more lonely, depressed, or frustrated, aggressive, or impulsive, and all the time they worry. But they are all educated persons, better paying job holders, and had better facilities in their life, and they had greater purchase power. If you observe, suicide rate, crime rate is very high in present generation. Divorces are also more in present generation. Even though they are educated, they are not able to manage things in their life well. This is all because they lack emotional intelligence. They are not able to identify themselves, identify their feelings, and not able to identify the feelings of others, and not able to build effective or good relations with the other people. That's why they are all disturbed persons or depressed or frustrated, and they are feeling lonely. If you improve your emotional intelligence, it's help to your mental and physical well-being, and you will be able to lead a healthier, happier, and a longer life. In order to improve emotional intelligence, first we must understand the emotional mind. Let us discuss the characteristics of emotional mind. EM means emotional mind. Emotional mind is quicker than our thinking mind. It acts within a thousandth of a second. Emotional mind is more focused and carries a strong sense of certainty. Emotional mind reacts to the overall picture, including nonverbal communication, and is able to assess things by first impression. Emotional mind is like radar in situations involving danger and can offer instantaneous assessment, help us to avoid danger. The reaction of the emotional mind is very short lived. Four levels of emotional intelligence. According to the earliest researchers of emotional intelligence, Peter Salvary and John D. Mayer, emotional intelligence involves the ability to understand one's own and others' feelings and emotions. According to them, emotional intelligence has four levels. They are perceiving emotions, understanding emotion, reasoning with emotion, regulating with emotions. Let us discuss each one by one. The first one is perceiving emotions. If you observe and understand the non-verbal signals such as body language, facial expressions, tone, and pitch of the voice while someone is talking, you will be able to perceive, assess, and express emotions accurately and appropriately. That means you have to perceive the emotions, perceive the emotions of the others by understanding their non-verbal expressions. The second one is understanding emotion. After perceiving the emotions, you have to understand them because we show our emotions for a variety of reasons. For example, you met your friend who is usually polite and friendly, but all of a sudden he is very rude to you. In that situation, you have to think about the reason for his behavior. Either he may be upset because he had a fight at home, or worried because he missed to submit his assignment within a period of time. So you have to find out the reason, then only you can understand the emotions of the other persons. The next one is reasoning with emotions. Here we need to use our emotions to formulate thinking and reasoning. The things around us sometimes make us feel sad, angry, afraid, jealous, or happy. But we need to think with reasoning to what we have to respond or to what we have to pay attention. The next one is regulating emotions. This is the last level. It means controlling emotions which help us both to grow intellectually and emotionally. You have to control your emotions. If you are not able to control your excessive anger, fear, jealous, they may harm you and they make you not able to think properly. That's why you have to regulate your emotions. To be emotionally intelligent, we need to develop the following qualities. These are the aspects of emotional competence. If you need to be emotionally competent, it is all depended on emotional intelligence. So we have to develop our emotional intelligence by learning it. Let us discuss the qualities which help you to become emotionally intelligent. The first one is self awareness. One should know one's own emotions and the effects it has on us and others. This is very helpful, and if you do SWOT analysis which makes you aware of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and challenges, if you focus on these things you will be able to understand your own strengths and your own weaknesses, where you are lagging you will be able to understand. By doing this SWOT analysis, you will be able to understand your own emotions and you will be very confident, and you honestly says something about your capabilities. So, self awareness is the first quality of being emotionally intelligent. The second one is emotional regulation. If you regulate your emotions, regulate means controlling. If you control your emotions, it saves your relationships with others. Your actions need not be appropriate. Your actions need to be appropriate for the situation and context. You should show it with the right person. Your emotions you have to present to the right person in a right degree at the right time and for the right purpose in a right way. So be careful while you are showing your emotions towards the other person, whether you are responding in a proper way to the correct person in a right degree or not. You have to regulate them first. The next step is resilience. Resilience means being strong. We come across many situations in life which make us angry, sad, depressed or anxious, but being strong we can overcome those feelings and we can run our lives in a smooth manner. The next one is trustworthiness and conscientiousness. Being honest is which determines the character of a person, and it gives us emotional strength and self confidence. The person who have this quality of trustworthiness and competence can take the responsibilities for their own mistakes, whatever the work they have done, and they work with commitment and they are regarded as superior and valued workers. If they work with trustworthiness, they will be able to take up any kind of challenges and they pay responsibility or they take up the responsibility for their own mistakes. Next one is courage. People with high emotional intelligence exhibits their courage by taking up the responsibility for their mistakes, and they are ready to face whatever the consequences may be, and they don't hesitate to take up the challenges in life even though they are very difficult. They take it up as a challenge with their courage. Adaptability. People who have this quality, they are very flexible and they are ready to learn and adjust to the various situations, and they revise their own plans according to the situation, basing on the different situations. They will be able to know how to handle those situations, and in challenging situations also they were able to see new opportunities. They can adopt any kind of situations and they will be able to adjust easily. Innovation, being flexible, they generate new ideas, they think out of the box, and they accept ideas also from various sources or various persons. They think about the work all the time, and they also think it how, in different ways, how that work can be done, how that problem can be solved. They find out various kinds of solutions. They don't depend on only one thing. They think, they continuously think on how innovatively that work can be done, or how in how many ways that problem can be solved. They think in an innovative manner. Drive to achieve. Emotion and motivation make us to act. Emotionally intelligent person sets high goals and always ready to learn and try to improve his performance. And he works with a commitment and determination. With that determination, he is ready to achieve success in his life. Sensitivity. As a human being, we need to understand the feelings and needs of others. We need to develop the qualities of being kind, selfless, and ready to help others. All these qualities are more important to be emotionally intelligent. We have to develop the qualities kindness, selflessness, and ready to help. The last one is social competence. We are all social beings. There is a saying that man is a social animal, and therefore we need people around us without having prejudice or bias towards the different people who have come from different backgrounds or different attitudes and different genders, different thinking styles. You should be able to move freely and friendly with them and have good communication with them, so that you will be able to develop your social competence. If you develop all these competencies, you will be able to become an emotionally intelligent person. Let us discuss some of the tips to develop emotional intelligence. Before you say something, consider the consequences from all the point of view. Do not make an immediate judgment, postpone it. You should not judge the other people basing on the circumstances. First, you need to think what are the reasons for their behavior, and then only judge the person. Express your emotions assertively but not aggressively. You show your emotions towards the other person assertively, not in an aggressive or rude manner. Do not have a rigid attitude. Be flexible so you can see another's point of view. You should be always be flexible, and if you are flexible, you are able to understand the other's point of view also. Be aware and control your non-verbal communication like facial expressions, tone and pitch of voice, hand gesture, postures, etc. More than our verbal communication, our non-verbal communication conveys more messages. So be aware and control your non-verbal communication. Be alert to non-verbal cues of others while they express emotions like anger, irritation, sadness, etc. Do not concentrate only on the verbal language, but sometimes you have to concentrate on the non-verbal cues of the others also. Try to be helpful and useful to other. That means being empathetic. Be proactive when an opportunity arrives, and do not wait to be told what to do. You have to take up the opportunity whenever comes to you, and you should not wait till the other person tell you what to do. Try to improve and maintain your social skills. We have already discussed about the social competence, and in that you have to move friendly with the other person, interact with them, and have a good communication with them so that you can understand their needs and their emotions. Use humor to diffuse tense situations. When upset, share your feelings with others. All these things, if you develop all these qualities in yourself, you will be able to become an emotionally intelligent person. Thank you.